Greetings, mortals, and welcome to Might and Magic 6, the Mandate of Heaven. Also known as Archboth, the Mandate of Tole. But who's counting? So, we need to head into the control center now, and it'll be glorious.
Expecting you.
Where could we be?
So, I'm actually going to try and put on as much AC gear as I have, because it's going to be very important that I not get hit. So, protection plus 25 hit points.
I don't know.
Not worthwhile.
I don't know.
As for her, she had an AC one, but I stupidly got rid of it. I'm thinking that it might be a good idea to get my haste up, but blaster weapons provide an effective, accurate, ranged attack. To operate the blaster, hold the grip comfortably in your hand, point the barrel at your target, and gently squeeze the trigger. Should the weapon misfire, do not look at the barrel. Give the weapon to an instructor and let them fix the problem. Never point a blaster at something you do not want to vaporize. I like it. So we won't be using any blasters except for very specific encounters that are immune to all of the damage types. But we do have the skill now, I believe. Yes. So now we have the skill for blaster. So if we wanted to use the peasant weapons, we could. I can lifesteal off of these? They're just patrol units thus far. Patrol units aren't terribly dangerous. Really, the only things that I'm too concerned about... Boy, that's it. That's the thing that I'm concerned about. And that's why. We will go ahead and cast a resurrection spell on Ash. And unfortunately, that wiped out his entire mana bar? Oh man, eradication is a crappy status effect. That's gonna suck. Okay, so... we're gonna have to be really careful moving forward. Save the game. There's an empty storage container in here. That's exciting.
Got it. I don't know.
Okay, we got blasters. And let's see, I'm not actually going to go down that way, I'm going to go over this way first. Let's make sure that we are as thorough as possible. Oh god. That's a lot of enemies. Room to your left is the main meeting hall. Visiting dignitaries from around the world have feasted at banquets held in their honor. In fact, it is said that at his 21st birthday, King Sheridan nearly choked to death on a piece of Mogrid, but was saved by a serving girl who he later married and made his queen. Ah, l'amour. That is the weirdest, most random thing. What on earth are they even talking about? Also, since when do you have, like, queens and kings and like the sci-fi setting that these guys came from? Okay, so there weren't any Terminator units on that side. Are there on this side? It's just a patrol unit. Crap. These things are so annoying. There we go. On the plus side, their accuracy is actually terrible. That'll help us a lot. And given how many random places that we can go to here, it's kind of tempting to okay, so we just need to be careful for the Terminator units. But yeah, these guys definitely have interesting attacks. They have an AoE. That right there was an AoE shot. That was just on the weakest units, so... Oops. The AoE also requires a hit check though, so that's good. Oh, there's yet another one. Weird.
It's fixed.
Save this. And unfortunately it's going to take forever for me to heal up. 1 second, I need to turn on the AC. And it's tempting to actually cast oh, this is a door that I can't open. Nice. Okay, so this will allow us to regenerate a little bit. These tight corridors are actually very good for us. Ah, this is a broken door. That explains it. So the more enemies that we fight in the tight corridors, the better for us, as we try to get our HP back in order. There we go. Now it's toast. And before I go to the next, you know what? Never mind. I was thinking before I go into the next room, I'm gonna. Okay, so I guess there's nothing here. Whoa! Need these guys to accumulate where we want them. Save up a bit more HP. Dunbar.
I don't know.
Blaster rifle.
Yes.
But yeah, as you guys can pretty clearly see, these melee weapons we're using are, for all intents and purposes, superior to the blasters, because they allow us to life drain in addition to being able to attack enemies from behind walls and things like that to exploit their inability to hit you. Because you not only have to have direct line of sight, which means that they have line of sight as well to use a blaster, but in addition, you can't life drain with them. So you're taking more damage and you're not able to regenerate it. It's a pretty poor combination in my opinion. But the thing is that if you don't have the kinds of skill points invested that I have, or if you invest them in the wrong weapon types, because a lot of weapon types are just very weak, then that would obviously change things. Now let's cast telekinesis here. She's the one who would do that. So we just opened up a door over there. And that leads to here. So we haven't actually gone anywhere interesting with that. Yeah, I've never been a huge fan of the blasters. I think that they are quite powerful, but I do think that they lose out on some of the distinct advantages that you get from either melee or magic. The advantage that you get with magic is insta-get potential. So for instance, that Terminator unit there, with a magic-based party, I'd be able to I'd be able to kill that thing without being at serious risk, because I'd be able to kill it by just walking up to it and insta-giving it. Whereas with the melee party, I have the ability to attack it from over here, and thus prevent it from attacking me at all. So both of those have their distinct advantages. Blasters, you're going to go in there and you're going to try and shoot it, and it's going to blast you, and you're going to be sad because you brought a gun to a gunfight. That one's really hitting me hard.
Got it. I don't know.
So we have another one of these blasters. It is kind of cool that they can hit the recovery cap of 0, which is interesting, but not... Oh, Jesus! That's really scary, actually. This is an example of a room where you really wish that you had a bunch of mages able to cast shrapnel. And I mean, I could do that. I could shrapnel these guys into oblivion if I was able to rest. That is so cool looking. The sky. So I'm just going to try to keep them moving this way. So there's Terminator units on that side, I know. And there's a Terminator unit on this side. And that's a bad combination. If I have Terminator units on both sides of me, it's going to make my life a lot more difficult than it needs to be. Can I get these guys to... No, they're going that way instead. So how am I going to get these guys to come where I want them to? Those guys haven't moved. Well, we'll have to see what happens. Yep, there goes the first extermination. These Terminator units, man. And there's the second. Yep, we're actually going to die here. So one thing that I can do is try... I could try jumping down there. I don't think that's necessarily a good idea, though. Now, whoa! Well, good idea or no, that's the thing that just happened. We need to get to a safe spot. Whew, okay. So, that was a thing. We apologize for any inconvenience, but we ask that all personnel evacuate the facility at this time. Please do not be alarmed. Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and cast telekinesis on that door. I'm not sure if any of these doors that I'm opening this way are one-way doors that can only be opened from one side. But if they are, I don't want to not do that. So where are those guys? Over here? These guys have actually moved in really bizarre ways, so... There we go. This is what we're looking for, but unfortunately there is a Terminator unit at the end of the hallway. So we're going to need to be careful here. And try not to get ourselves eradicated. Oh shit, it came around the corner. Okay, that was close. Everyone is afraid with good reason. On the plus side, these guys are going to be substantially easier to deal with.
Yes, we got him.
Save the game, and that means that one of the Terminator units that we were dealing with over here is dealt with. But that's interesting. Did we just come from a different room? I'm gonna go over here, because there seems to be a dude here that we can beat up. We didn't go into this door for some reason. Looks like this door leads to a bunch of enemies with no ability for us to dodge around and protect ourselves. Alright, I don't think I need to run all the way to the other side of this, because I know what's here. Cool beans. So let's take a look at where our enemies are. They don't seem to have moved that much. Apparently a crazy person. They seem to be completely incapable. So, there's a lot of people. Well, robots. We should be able to just stand here for now. Unfortunately, that guy over there is stuck behind a crate. Let's just hope he isn't an exterminator. Oh, he is. Of course he's a Terminator unit. So there's a Terminator unit in the back there that's stuck on a crate. There we go. We got him unstuck from the crate at least. Good, he's not stuck again. So this time we should be able to just pull them all into that corner, beat the snot out of them, and have a good time. Okay, we're going to save this. They're all in the corner. Beat up this Terminator unit first. Oh, hello. There's another one in there. Oh, no there isn't. I'm a crazy person. I saw it on my wizard eye, but he's on a different level than I am. He ain't hanging with me. Perfect. So, one more set down. And I'm actually going to save this, because if I come around one of these corners and get eradicated, it's going to be very sad.
Got it.
So, a bunch of memory cubes.
I don't
Or
know.
memory crystals, rather.
Got it. I don't know.
So...
I don't know.
Hey, that's actually perfect.
I don't know.
This is like a direct replacement for the old one that I had. Yeah.
Got it.
Yes. Aha.
Kind of makes you wonder, why on earth did they trap all these chests? Like with acid sprays and stuff like that. It just seems like an odd choice. Before entering the planetary reaction chamber, please request a pair of safety goggles from one of our drones. During peak hours of operation, the facility can generate enough power to produce a light bright enough to be seen from space. Please avoid looking directly into the light. Oh, shit. I'm good. We're fine. We'll be more than fine if he stays near us. Yet he did. Oh, there's 2 Terminator units here, too. Okay, so... for a while there we were taking damage from behind. Just gonna wait for this guy to get in position, and then we'll kill him as well. Never mind, we're not gonna wait because we have to put him over. There!
Got it.
But yeah, you never reach the point where enemies like this become trivial by sheer virtue of the fact that you can't stack enough AC to actually prevent them from ever hitting you. And the eradication effect is something that you can't actually meaningfully prevent. Okay, there is a really scary one out there. Where are you guys? Oh, there. Where are you? Oh, they went upstairs. Well played. Okay, well I can't get to them as long as they're up there. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to pull out of this room. There's no way for me to actually reach those guys. There should be... Yep. Oh shit. From behind. You just jump And that's not going to help me any because there's a wall here. So instead... Whoa, hello. There are more of them over here than I thought.
Alright, we got him!
Okay. That Terminator unit has moved. I need to figure out a way to get that Terminator unit into a position where I can fight it safely. And by comparison to this area, the final dungeon is going to just be a cakewalk. Just because of the fact that there won't be anybody that can cast Eradication on me.
Oh!
Fireball is a lot less scary than Eradication. There we go. Let's take a look here. Wow, we've been weak for 10 hours? That's a really long time to be weak. Well, that would explain a lot, actually. That explains why it is that we're not really regenerating that life that fast. Where are you? Because the damage didn't feel that high, but if we're only life-stealing for half of our normal values, that would make it substantially more difficult to out-heal their damage. So let's see here. This is a dead end, unfortunately. Where'd he go? Crap. That's not what I want. Okay, I guess this helps a little bit. We need to cast Data Protection again. Now, Data Protection doesn't help us against the energy damage, so it would seem on its face to be a waste, but the magic resistance actually does help against Eradication. So it's really important. So did they break something?
Good as new.
Yes, they did. Broke the thing that halves damage for missile attacks. And we're back in this main central chamber again. The one that we never seem to be able to escape. I'm gonna go over here and see if I can just fly out. Nah, okay, I think yes, he's now in this top room. And we can kill him here. So that is a Terminator unit, and there's a Terminator unit behind me as well. Which is no good. We can't be fighting Terminator units on all sides. We need a way to get them more. Oh. 1 second, folks. Okay, folks, I'm actually going to end this one here for now.